Hey, what's up, guys? Let me go ahead and get my other screen up. And yeah, it's a last minute live stream, but I figured I missed the last, 2 weeks. So I try to get something in real quick before the weekend. So let me pull up the other screen and we will get started if I can find it. Let's see here. It is on. All right, just got the notification. That's a good sign. Usually I don't get one. So let me pull it up. All right, let me pop out the chat and we're good to go. What's up, guys? Yeah, feel free to put whatever questions you in. They can be reef related, non-reef related. I'll give you guys a little bit of an update while we're doing this. And what's up, Mr. N03? Yeah, so I'll give you guys a little bit of update on everything, talk about this weekend, and just kind of hang out for a little bit. Probably do 20, 30 minutes, chill out. And I'll show you guys the new Trident mount. Let me know what you think, and we'll go from there. Cool. Everything's good? Yeah, what's your question, man? Go ahead. You can ask it. You don't have to say you have a question. You can just ask it. Whatever comes in first, I answer first, and then we go from there. Not really too many rules or anything going on here. Just kind of hang out for a little bit. But yes, hopefully everybody had a good 4th of July. I didn't really do anything. Just kind of hung out, watched some movies, and yeah, just kind of hung out. Did anybody do anything fun? I watched a video where this group of people were out front. I'll try to find it and link it, but they were. They lit up one firework. It didn't go in the air, but it exploded, and then it shot embers into a big pile of fireworks that they had next to their van, and then that blew up and then caught the van on fire. So that was that's Darwinism. It was interesting. I'll try to find a link and post it up for you guys. It's pretty funny. But yeah. So what's your question about the hippo tang? You can just put it in there. It's cool. But hey, what's up, Sammy? But anyway, so yeah, I have a fight coming up this Saturday in Philadelphia. So if any of you guys live in Philly, you want to get together or something in the afternoon, let me know. You love fire, yeah. So right now I actually switch brackets for this Grappling Industries. I usually do like the 30 plus to masters, but I actually had nobody sign up, which has never happened before. I never had anybody sign up or not sign up for my bracket. So I went ahead and switched over to the adult, which is fine. There's like 10 other dudes in there, so it should be interesting. Wish me luck on that. I'm going to be fighting a little bit heavier than I usually do. The cutoff for this is like 215, so I'm probably going to roll in at like 210, 212, something like that. And then I'm going to be, for my next one in August, I'll be cutting down to sub 200, and I'll just stay there because I don't really feel comfortable at this weight. So I'm gonna just start fighting under 200 pounds. It's a little bit better for me. What's up? Let's see. The question came in. You love fire, yeah. What's up? I have a tang with some aggression towards my green spotted puffer. Is there anything you recommend to kind of lower aggression? I just found your channel today. By the way, I subscribed. Hey, thanks. Appreciate you. By the way, did you find me just with a regular search, or did you get a suggested video? Because I've been seeing that the algorithm is not really suggesting them too much, so I figured I'd ask. But yeah, so when it comes to tang aggression, I don't know. Do you have any other tangs in the tank, or is it just that one tang and then your spotted puffer? Usually tangs. Did you say what type of tang it was? You didn't. What kind of tang is it? I'm assuming it's like a yellow or a scopus or a powder blue or something of that sort, because they usually are the more aggressive of the tang species. But or like a sailfin or something like that. But yeah, so one thing you can do is there's a couple things. You can add other tangs that are around the same size of the current tang that you have. You can do the same species or a different species, but just try to get around the same size. You can add one or two more depending on the tank size. You can also use this thing. I have a thing that's been pretty successful. It's called a tang decoy. It's on my website. You can either put it in the glass or you can suction cup it on the bottom or whatever. There's a bunch of different options, but I've used those in the past with adding fish to my frag tanks, and it really helps. They actually attack the decoy over attacking the actual fish, so it gives them time to acclimate to each other, and the aggression kind of gets spread out. So you can consider something like that. You could add like a mirror or something. I know they've done that with clownfish. or you can just add more fish around that size to help spread out the aggression. Now, there is a chance that that fish will just always be a jerk, and then you might have to remove it. It's just, with my powder blue, he's just a jerk. Luckily enough, there's some aggressive sailfins in there that kind of put him at his, in his corner. But fish have personalities. So you just kind of got to figure out what that actual personality is. You did answer the question here. Just 2 clownfish, a hippo tang, and a green spotted puffer. So your hippo tang, let me scroll up. Yeah, you did say you had a question about hippo tang. Hippo tangs are not really aggressive. They're usually not. You must have got a cranky one. I've never had an aggressive hippo tang, and I actually have 4 of them in the tank right now. That's very odd, but I do, like I said, I do offer a hippo tang version of that tang decoy if you still want to try that out. How big is it? I'll wait for you to answer that too. And how big is the hippo tang compared to your puffer fish? What's the size difference on those two? I'll come back to your question after you answer those. What's up, fish? What's your favorite method for quarantining fish? Currently doing hyposalinity for 5 0. Oh, that's a 0 damselfish in my 80 gallon. Well, hyposalinity is definitely a go-to on certain fish. I do it for certain wrasses. My preferred method is to put them in, observe while I do something like Proxy Pro. I think that's the name of it. I haven't really quarantined fish in a long time. I haven't got any fish in a long time, so haven't had a reason. But either way, I like to observe for a little while, put in some kind of fungal or general medication just to help with overall health. And then if I see something pop up, I'll go ahead and do cupramine or copper. And then I'll do that for 2 weeks, the recommended 14-day treatment. And then I'll put them back out to normal water. And if I have to, I might do hyposalinity. It depends on if the ache goes away. But I try not to do anything too drastic for fish, just because you got to think the stress that they're already going through as they get from wherever they were pulled from the ocean, and then how many times they were dumped into different tanks, how many different bags they were put in, all the stress that they have. The last thing you want to do is start, slamming them with, copper or any kind of drastic water changes or water parameter changes. So, yeah, I guess hyposalinity is, depending on the species, is probably the less stressful, as long as that you're when you bring that salinity back up to 1.025 or 6, that you go really, really slow over a week or 2 period, because a lot of people think you can drop it quickly, but you can't bring it back up because their swim bladders aren't able to regulate that quickly enough, and you'll end up killing them. So as long as you go slow on the way up, it's relatively safe method. I'm trying to see if you answered. I found you on a search. Cool. Let me know. Yeah, it says, yeah, right one. Let me know the size difference between those 2 fish, and I can better answer your question on that one. I put a mirror on the side of my tank. Maybe the hippo will take it out on the reflection. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. That's probably a cheaper method of trying to figure it out. But sometimes, the fish will swim into the side of the glass pretty aggressively. But if they're just kind of rubbing their nose against it, trying to attack them, it's probably a little bit easier to do that. Let's see here. Just waiting for him to answer that question. Puffer should be in his own dedicated tank. Kept GSP for years. GSP for years. Very fun fish, but better in a species only tank. Yeah, I don't know too much about. I've never had a puffer before. I know they're pretty cool. I know they definitely will take out some inverts for sure. And I've never seen one mixed with tangs before. I will say that. So Sammy's definitely going on the right track. But then again, just because I haven't seen it or haven't experienced it doesn't mean it's not the right thing to do. But generally, you try to keep species together. Like, I'm a big tang person. I like to have a bunch of tangs in the same tank, and then just kind of sprinkle in some clownfish or little damsels or chromis or something not as aggressive or as big as a tang. But it'd be kind of like putting a lionfish in with a bunch of tangs. It just would be weird. So consider maybe having a separate tank if the aggression doesn't go away. Why do green chromis disappear one by one? They end up killing each other off. I think we talked about this on our last stream. Sammy might have been the one that brought that up as well. One of you guys did. Chromis are just known for killing each other off until there's only one left. That's kind of what they do. Unless you have an aggressive eel that just kind of kills them for you. But let me get around here. But yeah, so chromas just do that. That's just kind of their nature and how aggressive they are. Um, clowns are sorry, not clowns, but let me turn this on vibrate so it's not loud. But yeah, damsels are just that way. They're just jerks to each other. They always take each other out. Let me put up. I forgot to put my code up here. Oof, my bad. Anyways, let's see. Let's move down here. The tang probably sees the puffer as food competition. Both eat a lot. That's true. That's true. But I think the puffer's more of an invert guy. But I don't think the clown. I don't think the tang can distinguish the two. So you're probably right about that too. Travis, when can we see the tank? Whenever I get a video up, hopefully next week. Just kind of getting through the competition coming up this weekend. Hopefully that goes well, and then yeah, just kind of life in general. Just trying to get back on track with things. But yeah, I should be able to get an update video out soon. And try to get some more voiceovers done. I've been working on that as well. So. Let's see here. He answered the question. For sure. It's about 5 inches and the puffer is a little smaller. It's done well with the previous tang I had before, which was a sailfin. So I don't think it would be an issue. Yeah. Well, again, personality wise, you would think the sailfin would be the more aggressive of the two between the hippo tang, but each fish has its own personality. So I would say because it's smaller, it's probably a good reason, probably the reason why it's actually attacking it. Just because it's just being aggressive in general. What I would do is either try one of the methods that I mentioned before. You can try the mirror. You can try the tang decoy on the website. You can try adding another tang to the situation there. Maybe like maybe another sailfin. I don't know what happened to the one you had before, but maybe adding something like that to the tank to help spread the aggression out. Other than that, I mean, you could do all that, and the hippo tang could still be a jerk, and you might have to remove that fish and replace it with another tang, or remove the puffer and put it in another tank. So you just kind of got to play out your situation there. Thank you for the advice. I'll try the decoy. Yeah, they do work out. I mean, they're pretty decent. Some not all tangs are going to fall for, so just keep that in mind. I do have a larger one there that might be worth trying out. I think the 3-inch might be too small, but it's worth a try. Worth a try. Am I going to stream regularly on Wednesdays now? No, I'm gonna be still doing my Monday. That's the plan. I know that I'm hoping to move into a elite class here in the next few months, which is going to take over my Monday nights. So I might have to switch to like a Wednesday or something. I have my boys Wednesday through Saturday, so it's I just gotta wait for them to go to bed. So if I do end up streaming, it would be something like this: 9 p.m., 9 to 9:30, 9 to 9:10, or sorry, 9 to 10, something like that. I'll put like some feelers out on the community chat just to see what people are thinking about it. But yeah, my schedule might change here in a little bit, but I think the streams are really all I'm doing right now. To be honest, I think the last video I was posted was like 2 weeks ago on humidity. So I got to get back into that. But you guys know, we all go through seasons, life in general. Things come up. Dealing with some stuff with my dad. I know I mentioned that before with him going into hospice. I had my uncle who passed away. I know Lauren's got some stuff going on too. So we kind of are just bouncing around between family things and moving and all sorts of stuff that's going on with just life. So, yeah, it's difficult to sit down and create content. Plus, trying to get ready for the competition, training, fighting, gym, and then of course just personal stuff in general. So yeah, unfortunately, YouTube took a little bit of a backseat over the last few months. I definitely noticed it over the last 6 months. My content upload is nothing what it used to be. And I'm hoping to find a way to kind of turn that around. Not only because I used to enjoy YouTube and really enjoyed putting the content out. I just have to figure out how to get it all in the schedule. That's kind of where I'm at right now. But yeah, appreciate you asking that. I added ozone. Man, it clears the water up. Starfire glass is very telling when the water has a hint of green. I've never used ozone before, Caleb. What's the difference between that and the UV sterilizer? Have you noticed even more of a difference with the ozone? I'd be interested to see. Let's see here. Actually, let me show you guys while I'm here. Let me show you this. Somebody asked me for a trident mount. I didn't um I didn't send him the pictures yet. So this is the trident mount wall mount. I don't know. Does the color look weird for you guys? Let me try to zoom in. What do you guys think about that? I just made that today. So obviously it's gonna go against the wall like this. It's got the opening here, kind of hugs the side of the trident. It's got the holder in the back. Let me put the analysis on here. So we got the side here where the tubing will come through, the apex aquabus cable, all that stuff will go down through and come out the front. And then of course it mounts via screws. I'm doing a test print here later this evening and see how it goes. But let me know what you guys think. It's been requested quite a few times, so just trying to figure out how I want to do it. But so far, looks pretty good, pretty decent. And then yeah, I'll show you. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I'll post a picture when it's done. You wanted the trident holder too? Okay, cool. I know a bunch of people have sent me a few requests on the website, and I'm finally getting around to do it. Yeah, so it'll be done. It should be done printing tomorrow, and then I'll get it'll be the final test print to make sure it's good to go, and we'll go from there. So let's see here. I don't know how to solve my aptasia problem. Do you tear it down or start over, or is there another way? I bought a file fish hoping it would keep it in check, but that was 2 months ago. Please help. I mean, aptasia, as long as it's not smothering out the whole tank, I think you're going to be okay. You could use, well, the shrimp or the fire shrimp are hit or miss on, as well as that fish you bought, the file fish. Those are both hit or miss situations. You can get the nudibranchs. Those are really effective. As long as you don't have any crazy wrasses in your tank, you're pretty good. Now that my wrasse passed away like a year ago, so I don't really have any issues with that. But the nudibranchs are really, really good. Aptasia X, I heard, is pretty decent. So this might be something you'll have to like focus in on each pest and enemy. Now I don't really know how bad it is. I guess you can send me a picture of your tank and I give you a realistic expectation. How about that, William? Just send me a picture of your display tank, maybe with the blues off so I can see more of the aptasia, but give me a full shot of the tank or multiple shots. Just let me see, how many you got. If you're completely smothered out and it looks like a whole forest of aptasia, then yeah, you might consider starting over, just for the sake of not having to spend hundreds of dollars on nudibranchs. But what's good is if you buy a few of them, buy the medium ones, you at night put them, in the evenings, go ahead and put them on the aptasia or near them. They will eat and reproduce and lay eggs, and more will, as long as there's food, they're gonna have babies, and they'll eventually clear out the tank. As long as there's no predators. If there's predators like wrasses in there, you're going to have a problem. So Aptasia X, you just spreads them. Nudies is the only way to go. Yeah, Caleb, there you go. Yeah, I've never used Aptasia X. I heard it was good, but hey, if somebody's already given their opinion on the fact that they've used it, the Majano wand I thought was pretty effective. Only if you're able to do. So I was 3D printing a clip for the Majano wand where you could hook a hose to it, like a siphon, and you could actually, as you're killing off the aptasia, you could be siphoning out the water, not allowing the particles of the pest enemy to actually spread around. So if you're able to use the aptasia wand or the Majano wand, whatever, with an attachment for a hose, which I might actually just produce and put on the website. You can clip a hose to it. You'll be able to directly siphon out those pieces. I think that might make it more effective. I'll add that to the list of things to get going for you. But and then Ryan says the F aptasia works badass, but I've heard of it, but I haven't used it. So if anybody has any advice or has used this stuff, let us know. I'll have to look it up and see how they're doing it. But it just says I use both. Hey, Angela, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I'm getting everything I need to be on the Moonshiners method. What corals do you have cooking in the frag tank? I have primarily acros in there. I don't really have green bird's nest anymore. I do have some stylophoras and stuff like that, but primarily just acros, staghorns. You have to check up on the website and see what I got going on in there. I haven't really looked in a little bit, but yeah, nothing too crazy. I'm still growing out the tank. I'll have to, like I said, I'll show you guys an update. It's definitely getting some growth in there. And I ordered the saw, by the way. Actually, yeah, let me just double check that. I ordered the saw for the Lobo. You guys were asking me when I'm going to cut that Lobo up. I ordered this, what is it called? I don't know what saw it's called. It's I don't know. It's one of those ones that you go and cut damn branches with. It's a Black and Decker reciprocating saw. Yeah, so I'll just have to get a new blade for it. We're gonna get something with some smaller teeth, and then I will do a video on cutting up the Lobo. And there's probably gonna be like 7 or 8 WYSIWYG frags of that. So if you guys are interested, let me know. And then I'm going to put one back into the 300. That was the whole point of that. So keep an eye on that. That video will be interesting since I've never had a coral this big, and I've never had to cut a coral this big, and I definitely never had to cut one with a reciprocating saw. So it's all going to be new. So we'll see how that turns out. It's massive. It's almost 3 feet. It's disgustingly huge. When the sweeper tentacles get out, it has to be cut because it takes up so much of the tub, and it won't fit in the 300. So yeah, that will be happening. That video will be done next week because I just got to get it done. It has to be cut up. So if you're interested in any of that Lobos, feel free to email me and we'll go from there. But yeah, Mr. NO3, I do have the 20-pack sale going on. I've had that going on for a couple months now. You can check that out if you want as well. Over sure. I have a UV. It helps, but water was still getting green unless I use carbon too. Okay, so the UV was fine as long as you use carbon, but the ozone's taking care of it both. I'll have to check out send me a picture of your ozone setup. I'd be interested to see how you're doing it. Yep, the Trident holder. I'm curing my aquascape and it's been a month. Will it make any difference to leave it curing more time? A month to 6 weeks is pretty average for curing rock. It depends on the rock. If you're using something like Pucani, which I don't think you are because you can't really get Pucani anymore, which is a bummer. But if you're using rock that's dirty or has been in another tank that's not, so basically if you're using any rock that's not reef safe or dry rock that's pretty clean, then yes, it would be 4 to 6 weeks is pretty average. 2 months, I think that's what I did. 2 or 3 months I did for my Pucani, but that was because it's really dirty. So yeah, I mean, a month is fine. Go ahead and test your nitrates and phosphates in your ammonia levels. So go ahead and feed the tank or feed the barrel with a little bit of flake food. Come back in a few days and see where the levels are. If you're getting nitrates and phosphates and you're good, if you're getting ammonia spikes, then it means that it's not cured. There's not enough beneficial bacteria to process the waste. So you can always do that, or you can just wait a couple more weeks. No reason to rush. You'd be good to go. Better to just let it wait too. Aptasia X just spreads them. Nudies are the only way to go. I think I said that already. Hey Travis, do you print a 45-degree Nero 5 magnet mount? I can. So Nero 5. So the magnet mount. What do you mean? Like on the outside or the inside? With the one with a little bit of a bow in it, a little bit of roundness in it, where the pump actually sits. Is that what you're talking about? I don't have the magnet, but I could trying to figure out how I could do that. Yeah, let me know what you mean by that, because I can pretty much, if you can think of it and it will fit on my printers, I can pretty much create it. There is certain exceptions to that, but yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you mean. Count on 6 months for nudie eradication with a full infestation. Yeah, that's true, but you'll have a lot of nudies going to town in there. On the side, so you can angle for better on the inside. So you're looking for something. Well, the only thing I'm going to have an issue with is I don't have a magnet. You see, so I don't know how you would get it to stick to it. Is that what you know what I mean by that? Because I do know that the pump itself actually just the back end sticks right into that little groove area where you can manipulate it a little bit. I almost wondered if you can make a funnel or something that would direct the flow. Yeah, well, I have to work on that. What's up, Darren? Yep, I'm about 4 months in. They're knocking them down slowly. I'm trying to think. Did I miss where we were talking about? I think I missed that part. Love you some Lobo. Okay, Sammy. Yeah, I'll let you know, man. I'll post it and talk, and I'll also put pictures up on Instagram. On YouTube and Instagram when I do cut it, and of course I'll post a video, and then the sale for them will go. So I won't sell any unless somebody wants to pre-order one. That's fine. You can let me know via email, but I won't put them up for sale until the video goes live. That way, people aren't like, "Hey, the video came up, but they're already sold out," kind of thing. So I give people a better opportunity to get them because I've been growing this for 5 years, 6 years now. Yeah, about 6 years I've been growing this Lobo, and it's a big boy. It's very big. It's kind of obnoxious, really. Let's see here. On the inside, yep. Can you print a shade for a Kessel H80 to direct the light to the sun? Sure can. Yeah, I can do that. Let me just double check that. Kessel H80. I think I've done one of these already. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Yeah, I've seen that before. Yeah, that's pretty common. Yeah, I can do that for you. Just go ahead and put in. Yeah, go ahead and put in for a. Do a custom 3D printed item based on the size. You can do the smaller one, but yeah, I could take care of that for you. I might need the light, but then again, I might not. I might have a buddy who has one locally that I can snag one from for a few days. But you can do that, or you can reach out to me via the website or email. We can set something up specifically. I might have a file already available because I have worked on a couple different Kessels before, so I might already have one ready for that. So we'll see. Just hit me up. What's up, Darren? What's going on? Can you use a shop vac with a 3/8 hose? You can, but it's going to be so. Are you talking about like the shop vac that I sell parts for on the website, the 5-gallon bucket one? Is that what you're talking about? Because I have an attachment where you can actually hook a hose to it. 3/8. I don't think I have one that small. You probably can, but it's a very small hole for that shop vac to be kind of dialed down to. So I'm sure it will work depending on what you're sucking up. But are you asking me to create an attachment for that for the 3/8? Because I think I have 1/2 and 1 inch. Let me double check. Let me just see what I have here on the website. Shop vac. I use the 5-gallon bucket one. Yeah, here we go. So I have the shop vac hose extension. Again, this is the one from Home Depot. And then I have a 17.5 millimeter and a 20 millimeter. I guess I can convert that over to 0.68 inches, 0.8 inches for the 20 milliliter. So yeah, I would have to make one, which would be, I think 3/8 is 9.5 millimeters for 3/8. So I could make you one if you want. Just let me know. I can work on that. Let's go and scroll down here. Emailed you the ozone setup. Let me check it out, man. If it's a cool picture, you don't mind if I share it? Let me see what we got here. Okay, so you sent me the vast. Okay, you sent me the 2 products you're using. All right, cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Geo has one too. They may hook you up if you do a video for them. Yeah, I mean, I might do something like that. I haven't really done some sponsorship stuff in a while. Yeah, I just because I'm not putting out the content that I usually do, so I don't feel comfortable making videos for companies if I can't give them their money's worth. If that makes sense. So you need one of those too. So you're talking about the 3/8. Let me just write this shit down. You guys get me. 3/8 shop vac attachment. Okay, I'll do that. I can get that done. Tomorrow for sure. Yeah, I'll have it up tomorrow. I'll post it for you guys. Desperate. They're growing in my zoas. Yeah, that's pretty common for them. That's actually extremely common. They get along pretty well. So yeah, you listen, William, you can do the the nudibranchs. That might be your best bet. Do you have the Majano wand? Because I got to write that down too. Majano wand hose adapter. Yeah. So it looks like that the nudibranchs might be your best bet. Those MP40 guards work really well for the frag tank. I'll post a short video on IG. Thanks, bro. Hey, yeah, let me know when you post it up. Go ahead and whatever it is, can you link to me or whatever? If you, yeah, then I can add it to my store. So I don't really know what the term is on that, but you can connect it to me somehow on Instagram. How many gallons per snail do you recommend? Per snail? What do you mean? What kind of snails you talking about there? How many gallons per snail? Oh, how many trocus do you recommend for a 60-gallon tank? I've seen a 60-gallon tank. I mean, 1 or 2 should be fine with that. They're pretty active, so you don't, and a 60 tank isn't huge either. So I don't know what the footprint is on that, but yeah, 1 or 2 would be fine. You don't really need any more than that. Travis, I'm thinking about changing my YouTube name to Roofing Reefer. Hey man, change what you got to change it to. Oh, that's funny. I use aptasia in the store all day. Cool. Well, hey, yeah, I'll have to look that up because I know a guy that's actually looking to get rid of some of those as well. And he doesn't have the money to drop. Nudibranchs can be expensive. I mean, if you have the cash, they're good to go, but they can add up pretty quickly. And if this aptasia stuff is working really well, yeah, you can tag me. Cool. Yeah. How would the decorative nudies do? I've never used them before. I think the what the heck is the I know the name off the top of my head. Let me just look it up. Asia eating nudibranchs. Forgot the name of the Bergia. That's what they're called. Bergia. There we go. Let me just see if I can link to this Reef Town. Yeah, this is where I get mine from. If he's still doing them, this guy should give me a shout out. He should give me some free stuff. I send people to this dude all the time. Let me send you a link here. So this is where I get mine from, and he's got a sale right now. Free shipping on orders over $239. That won't take very long to get to that. You want to order the medium ones. Looking for the sale here. You don't need large. They're 6% off. So right now they're $16 a piece, and you want to get the medium ones because they already are ready to start having babies. They're not too big. They're not too small. So these are pretty good. So are they available? They're available. So what? Well, how many is that? Can we add like? That would be. Yeah, you could add 18 and get free shipping. Yeah, you can add 17 or 18 of them and get free shipping. The shipping's pretty good. No issues with that. You can probably even do 15 and get free shipping. Let me see. Yeah, you can do 15 and get free shipping. Then it takes you exactly to free shipping. And I don't know how big your tank is, but they're pretty decent. And get the medium ones. And tell him that Fish of Hex sent you. Maybe he'll save me some money next time I order from him. You can only hope, right? But yeah, check that out. Bergia is the ones you want. Yep, there we go. Peppermint shrimp are good too, but they're hit or miss as well. Sometimes they switch from the aptasia and start eating the zoas instead. So just keep that in mind. I'm selling some now. Yeah, there we go. Retone. 2 peppermint shrimp wiped out every aptasia in my 6-foot frag tank overnight. You got lucky with that. I've never seen that before. You got really lucky. What's up? Ain't no problem, man. Aptasia works really well, and wherever if you've got overhangs, the area you can't get to, it's that one copper band butterfly and aptasia eating file works really well. Okay, I have to look at this aptasia and see how they're doing it. I have to look it up and see. I wonder if I can. While we're on the topic, let me just look. Let me see what we got here. So bulk resupply selling it. I'm trying to see the method that they're using. Okay, so it is literally a syringe. This guy's talking. Let me turn his volume down. So it's okay. Syringe. All right. Okay, so basically it's basically smothering them. Okay. Is it like a glorified Kalkwasser paste? That's what it looks like. If you get okay, so it does harden a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna have to look at this in depth a little bit more, but the concept is pretty common. It seems pretty common. Um, cool. It's just calc paste. Okay, so it's calc paste. Okay, that's what it looks like when they were putting that in there. Oh, okay. Then okay, yeah. That's pretty common. Yeah, calc paste works really well. Um, okay. Okay. So is it different than calc paste or is it actually calc paste? And they just put a cool name on it, which is hey, kudos to them. It looks like it hardens under the water. Calc paste doesn't really do that. So I'll have to check it out. That's cool. Hey man. Stuff works though. Let me go down here and check this out. Peppermint shrimp were a miss for me. Just another mouth to feed. Yeah, I've never had luck with peppermint shrimp. They've either eaten zoas or gotten eaten by other things. It seals the face so they can't splurge all inside your tank right to your rocks. Gone in 2 days. Just watch your other corals though. Okay, cool. I'll check it out, man. I really will. Um, Peppermint shrimp worked for me, but they went after my acans. Yep, that's pretty common too. Yeah, when the food source is gone, they go to another thing. That's the thing with the Bergias. If you don't have aptasia in the tank, they'll end up dying off on you. So you will lose that money. And I mean, I've never been able to catch one again um, after I've released them into the tank. Hey, have you opened up a custom 3D prints again? Last I knew, new orders were locked down. Thanks. Yeah, I'm open for custom. I got a couple in here that I've been working on for a while. There's one that I've been looking at. I've been working on for like 2 months, and there is a point where stuff is so complex that I mean I'll put the time in, but if I can't do it, then I usually just refund the money. Well, I always refund the money because I'm not going to keep it, but yeah, yeah, custom orders are open. Just like I just showed before. This was a request, not a custom, but the request for the mount for the Trident. So I'm always creating stuff like that. Took like 15 minutes. So it's if I got an idea going and I got the resources, I can pretty much knock stuff out quickly. I think it's calc paste. Okay, creates a shell over it. Now it creates a shell over. I noticed a shell. Um, it hardens up and smothers and kills the aptasia. Does calc paste harden up underneath there? Or no, it doesn't harden. No, it doesn't. No, I remember that. It doesn't harden. Okay. My nitrates bottomed out. I have a 12-gallon and I'm dosing 6 mLs of Neophos every morning. I'm guessing I'm upping it to 8 ml days. Or you can just buy mine, and mine's a lot more potent than that. And you'll get more out of it. Just saying. But I don't know if you're in the United States or not. But if you are, you can just order mine. I have so much salt in it that it almost doesn't dissolve. I had to dial back on the salt because it wasn't dissolving all the way. It's how potent it is. But yeah. If you need it, dose it. Just turn the flow off and let it do its thing. It will increase alk and cover entire coral or oral discs. Large ones need a few apps of it. Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, definitely doing that. I wonder if I can get an aptasia rock and do a video on it. I probably could do that. Yeah, I'm sure everybody's doing a video on that. That's one thing, is everybody's doing the same content. Do I really want to do it? You'll have to catch them about an hour after the lights are out. What, the nudibranchs? Yeah, you're right. Try to catch them without actually hurting them is the issue, I would think. I always captured adult birdias in the morning off the glass. Sold them for 10 to 15. Made money every time. Yeah. Well, you didn't have any wrasses. I remember the wrasse I had before, man. I would put one in the tank and he'd go right up to it and just like, thanks. I'm like, oh, well, there goes $15. So I miss him, but I don't. Do I have to get rid of my cleaner wrasse? Well, any wrasse. Yeah, you don't have to get rid of them. Just put them in a separate tank for a little while and put them back in, or put them in the sump for a bit. But yeah, if there's any wrasses in that tank with those nudies, they will eat them. Yeah, it's an expensive Scooby snack. Yeah, you're right about that. Wrasse is like, oh, $15 here, $15 there, $15 there. I'm like, oh man. And then they release, like if there's too much flow and they release and you just see the nudibranch floating in the tank and then gone. You're like, oh man, it's just watching dollar bills. So yeah, might consider the aptasia. Might want to try that first. Another option is to use sodium hydroxide. CC Reef Keeper told me about it, and it works very well for killing aptasia. Sodium hydroxide, yeah, that sounds right. I live in Cleveland. Yeah. Oh, you're not too far. Yeah, you can order the try my NO3. It's pretty potent stuff, man. But I'm not gonna try to convert you. I'm just saying it works pretty well. It's cheap, but very careful when using it because it mixes up really hot. Okay. Yeah, I have to check it out. Been there, done that before. Yeah, I'm not a fan of watching nudibranchs float around the tank. That's no, thank you. But guys, I am going to do about 4 more minutes. We already have 45 minutes almost. So if you have any more questions, feel free to throw them in there. If not, wish me luck for this weekend. It's a different bracket that I'm used to. And I'm the oldest in this bracket so far. The next guy younger than me is like 32, but they're all like younger guys, which, I don't know why. I'm 35. Got that old man strength, I guess, but we'll see. But yeah, so it should be, I will do a video. I will get everything recorded, do my usual BJJ video. I didn't do like a pre one or anything like that. But yeah, wish me luck this weekend. Hopefully it goes well. Yeah. So we'll see. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Hopefully you guys have a good week. I will try to get some more content out. Of course, let me know if you want the Lobo. Don't forget about the buy 4 get 1 free on the or buy 3 get 1 free. On 3D printing as usual. And yeah, hit me up if you guys need anything. Website's open for chat. And if you have any more 3D printed requests, go ahead and put them through there, and I will I'll get this stuff done for you guys. All right. Until next time, I'll see you later. Peace.